There's a rumor floating around.
Yeah, you're spending all your money and now you're going cheap on us.
Dalton and Spenny are naked on their dirt bikes.
He doesn't like Dalton.
Yeah, he just said he hates Dalton.
Yeah, he does not like
Said
Dalton.
a lot of bad words about him.
Boy, did she give Gavin a piece of her mind.
I'm engaged, guys.
Oh, yeah!
ZocDoc lets you search over 100,000 doctors, primary care, mental health, dermatology, dental, you name it. Filter by insurance, location, specialty, and even check real patient reviews, and you'll see their actual appointment calendar right there. Pick your time and you're booked. Sometimes you can even score a same-day appointment. So if I needed a doctor, I know that I'm using ZocDoc, and why wait when it's this easy? So please, guys, stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/wide-open to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/wide-open, ZocDoc.com/wide-open. Shopify has already helped millions of businesses around the world. 10% of all e-commerce in the United States is through Shopify. Shopify's got you from the start with beautiful, ready-to-go templates that match your brand style. And once you get your website ready, Shopify helps you find customers with an easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. Our website, CboysTV.com, is made with Shopify. We love it. Turn your big business into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period and start selling today at Shopify.com/wide-open. Go to Shopify.com/wide-open. That is Shopify.com/wide-open.
They need to bring back audio shoes.
I would 100% wear Audios if they came back, but they went out of business. Or they got bought out.
Audio?
Audio.
Audio shoes. They were like skate
Dude,
shoes.
Maybe we could buy it.
It's gone.
Mike,
It's
you
done.
can't just buy companies.
everything. Well, you could.
Slednex went out of business and they were for sale.
Did you consider?
Yeah.
How much do you think Slednex was worth?
They were
much
selling
do
for
I think-
$1 million.
How much
That
do
was
I
it?
think it was worth? Probably
think so.
less than $1 million, but
Yeah, it's definitely worth less than $1 million, but
They sold for $1 million?
they didn't
think
sell,
so.
did they?
I think Tubi bought them.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, that's
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
who
But
knows?
then they
Who
just
knows what
decided
they
to do
actually
nothing
paid.
with the brand. Or were they worried about them taking their, like, becoming competition? Yeah, they might
me
start
see.
making mono suits.
They just buy like the IP rights for the films or what?
They got an Instagram with 100K.
Last posted 2009.
2024.
Mike, I think instead of buying things, maybe you should stop being so cheap.
There's a rumor floating around.
Yeah, you're spending all your money and now you're going cheap on us.
It's not right, Mike.
I could agree with that statement, potentially.
Rumor has it that you're not having an open bar at your wedding.
For me to do an open bar, like full open bar through Spanky's, like I saw their prices. Like, why are we doing like $8 for a vodka drink? You know, like,
So they charge you
Can't-
full retail
yeah,
on
I'm
those
like,
suckers,
can't
huh?
we? Yeah. And I was like, where's the happy medium? Like,
Yeah.
can
So how much was that going to cost?
thousands and
Well,
thousands.
obviously thousands, but like more than 5,000?
I don't know. I hit up two-turn Tonys, so there'll be like unlimited two-turn Tonys.
Oh,
That's
let's
so
go.
good.
We're
to,
good then.
To me, that's
How do
like,
they feel about that?
How to who?
The people catering your
That's what
wedding.
I thought was funny. So I was like, how does that work? And then they're just like, oh yeah, whatever you bring is free game. I'm
Oh,
like,
sick.
so I could just show up with a bunch of Crown bottles and Grey Goose bottle, you know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need some bartenders. I would just do that then.
yeah.
You
So
could literally go to the liquor store and just buy a couple cases
That's
of
actually the-
Crown,
the
case
the
of
wedding-
I
wine.
can help you booze shop if you'd like.
the weddings that I've been to where there's just a counter full of like ice and booze, that's my preferred. Like if you can make your own drink as stiff or as not as stiff, and you're never like, who do I tip here or how much do I tip since the drinks are free or whatever. But yeah, I got like unlimited Tonys,
That's actually lit.
and
Let's go.
I might have a lead on. I'm gonna throw back and bring some Doc X.
That would be pretty legendary too,
it expired?
actually.
It's gotta be.
It had to have.
They quit
There's
making
no
that
way they're
shit
still
like
making it.
5 years ago.
Are you sure?
What? That's not a true
I'm pretty
statement.
sure they still sell it.
They
I saw
still
the
sell
vending
it.
machine
I
at the
still
hospital.
see
It's just a
Instagram posts.
Wisconsin drink like it always has been.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Mike's wedding is
Yeah.
sponsored by Doc X.
So Sydney and I's
Sydney's
favorite,
walking down with a big X on her
dress.
On her dress.
That's Sydney and I's favorite pop is Dr. Pepper. So then I was just like talking to Doc buddy Zach, and I was like, "Could I have some for the wedding?" And he's like, "Yeah,
That's
actually
pretty lit.
yeah."
When I heard you weren't doing an open bar at first, it gave the like gut reaction like, oh, that's weird. Mike's cheaping out. But then I thought about it and neither of you guys drink. So I'm like, okay. Like, it's one thing if like you were gonna partake in the open bar, but the open
either
bar was
way,
literally just for the guests.
I think it's a shame. I just kind of was like in a weird position. I was like, so for me to do an open bar, it would be like, let's say $5,000+, or if I didn't have the Tonys, it'd be a way different story. Maybe I still could get some kegs.
You
having
wouldn't
like,
pay $5,000 for a guest to have an open bar
I mean,
if it was $5,000.
maybe, dude. I am just absolutely shelling money out.
Oh yeah, it's a wedding.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
watching you the last pretty much 5,
Yeah.
6 years.
Just shelling.
You're
it.
glad you bought those cars a couple months ago, huh?
Yes, I.
It's a good thing you bought them because it
No,
probably
for
would have
real.
never happened.
Are all the
Hey,
parts
one-
bought for the Subaru?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I got
There you
one
go.
big ECU purchase I got to do here.
I mean, the 2-turn Tony, that's a really good save. I
And
mean,
shout out to them, dude.
yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, we got you."
that coming in clutch. But I mean, I gotta say, at my wedding, there will definitely be an open bar.
Speaking of,
Oh yeah!
let's go.
Yep, I'm engaged, guys. I got engaged on about 5 days ago. So
5 days of engagement. How
5
is it? Is it
days.
different?
I was a big
is it?
advocate that it wouldn't be different because Alex and I had been dating for 6 years. But I will say it actually is different now.
It does change things.
It does change
Yeah.
things. It does feel different.
Yeah.
And
Really?
I was a big advocate that it wouldn't feel different. I was like, well, I mean, nothing's changing. We still live together. We still all these things. But it does feel different.
You look at things differently now that you're like,
You do, but I'd say I just feel like a little bit more connected.
yeah, congrats.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. So,
And you pulled it off.
yeah. it
Dalton was hidden in
went
a ghillie
super
suit as
smooth.
usual.
Dalton, the freaking warrior, soldier,
Literally.
whatever you want to call him.
It
The
was
dude
hot out too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was sweating. Dalton was really sweating.
So you got him in the ghillie suit?
Yeah, he was gillied up. He was in the woods. The neighbor sent me a picture
So funny.
of him like gillied up, like, hey, but there's so much weird stuff that goes on over there. It's not that far fetched, So they're just used to it.
They were
Like,
probably like, "Oh, damn, dude, CJ's really popular now. He's got
he's
paparazzi."
yeah, sitting there. But he sent me a picture. Dalton posted up. We'll pop it up on the screen. But it went good. So I had this plan. It was initially I was going to get a dog. I had this dog all set up.
Damn.
And it was going to be delivered from Florida. It was like an English bulldog, and we've always wanted an English bulldog. I was going to get this dog. He was going to probably poop in the yard, and then I was going to do it there, and Dalton would have been there filming.
Yeah, he was
I
gonna
was
have the
gonna
dog
have him-
eat the
You had to
ring,
wait for him to poop.
I don't know.
poop,
I had
poop in
that
the
was
yard,
my plan.
have Alex sift
And
through
like
the poop.
we were going to film it and stuff, and
How did the poop?
well, I just figured it'd be like I would get her out in the yard he doesn't need to poop, but I'd be, oh my god, look at this poop, Al. You better double check it.
You know what? Now that you
It
say
looks a
this, it's
little
probably
runny.
good you didn't go
Looks
that
a little
route.
runny. Like, you think he's getting like ate something weird? I don't know.
Nothing
But,
says love like sifting through your dog's shit.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be poop. It'd just be me on it.
No, you should have
Yeah,
had
with
the
the
dog
ring.
eat the ring, and then you could have
Oh
gotten
my
it
God,
out of the
that'd
poop.
have been
And then,
savage. Yeah, so basically end up pulling out on that just because a dog is so much work, and I don't know who would have taken care of it because I'm always gone and she works.
Smart.
She
I think
works
you made
pretty
the right
far.
decision.
I
Yeah,
know.
it
I
was
feel
smart.
it is a bummer because I was a sick dog. But anyway, so then I pulled an audible, and I was a little bit more freed up because I wasn't tied up to having to do it with this dog and making a video segment out of it too. Which she actually said after I pulled out on the dog, she's like, "Just don't like film it for a video." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I would never." So anyway, she was getting after me because there was like some sticks and stuff in the yard, and she was like, "Hey, you should pick those up. You should pick those up." There's like some weeds growing.
Good
Like, pluck
old-fashioned
those
pickup
weeds,
sticks.
And then I just kept putting it off like for 3 days, which is unlike me. And then till that Thursday when I was planning on doing it. So I had Dalton all stanced up in the woods. I went and picked up the sticks and the weeds, and I like dropped my keys, and we had it set up where we were gonna go out to dinner with her family, so that way she'd get ready. So it comes time to like get going. She gets all ready for the first time ever. She's ready like 30 minutes in advance.
oh man.
Yeah, which never really happens. Sorry, Alex, but it just never really happens. She's like, "Let's go over to my parents. We can all ride together." I was like, "Oh man, my stomach! Like, I'm not
Oh,
feeling
no.
that good."
So you were the one pooping, not the dog.
So then I just went and sat in the bathroom. I didn't even have to shit or anything. I just literally just sat there on the toilet, like scrolled on my phone for like 20 minutes because I was waiting for Dalton to get there and like get situated. Then he was finally situated. So then I went out. All right, let's go get in the truck. Oh, my keys are gone. I must have dropped them when I was picking up sticks.
That was a huge part of your plan, was dropping the keys
Yeah.
in the yard. Can't leave without them. I just was curious. Did she just hit you with a, let's just take my car?
No, she
Okay,
didn't. I was
that's
just
good.
I was like really frantic. I was like, we need to find them. I don't want to lose these. So then I get in the yard and it's like 92 degrees out. And I knew exactly where I had to do it, but I'm like kicking around and she's standing on the concrete. I'm like, hey, like, come help me look, you know, like we need to go. I need 2 people sifting through this. And she's like, it's hot. I'm going to start sweating. And then she's like, dirty too. I don't want to get dirty. Like, she's like,
I just got ready for dinner.
I'm like, well, just help me out. Just help me out. So then she finally gets over there. And then I just hit her with it and it went super smooth.
Did you black out?
A little bit, yeah.
Did you say everything that you wanted to say, or did you
think so.
miss some shit?
I might have went a little short, but I hit most of the points. Definitely did black out. I wasn't really nervous. I was just excited flat out the whole day of and leading up to it. But then
And right before it.
yeah, right before it was a little nerve wracking.
Get a little shaky.
But I was nervous like a few days prior just because I was trying to line up all the details.
Yeah. It's not necessarily nervous about what she's gonna say. It's nervous about making it go right.
Yeah,
and there's so many moving parts of
Yeah.
like making sure it goes.
I just wanted it to go right and like her to be genuinely surprised, and she was. She was not expecting it at all, which is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And went perfect. Then I just had the Sprinter van pick us up, picked up her family, went out to dinner, and then went home. It was pretty chill. And then everyone came over for the 4th of July, except my cheap-ass cousin bought a cheap bottle of champagne. And he even knew it was wrong. He was like, right away, he's like, I'm sorry, I got the cheap. I don't know why I fucking
What was
did
it,
this.
$8.95?
Just got the cheap champagne. Cheap
No,
bottle.
dude. Okay, so like,
Cheap cousin.
Yeah, he even said
Whenever-
it though right
when-
away. He's like, I'm
Well,
sorry.
that's what
this
it's-
is-
Bro,
I don't know
dead
why.
ass. No.
Champagne intrigues me because it can cost like, you know, like I guess it's like wine.
It all sucks ass, but
$250 or literally $5.
So whenever we have a big moment, like when we hit 1 million subscribers, we got this bottle of Dom. When we got our boat from U Motors, we bought the owner of U Motors and the general manager a bottle of Dom.
Our first milestone in sales, I remember that.
Yep, first $1 million, bottle of Dom, right? And then you write on it like first $1 million, first 1 million subs, whatever the moment is. And it like a bottle of Dom is like a $450 bottle of champagne. The champagne tastes the exact same, but it's what the bottle represents, which is just cool because then you just put it on the shelf and it's just like a piece of memorabilia, right? Well, I go to the liquor store, right, with like full intentions on buying it. And then I'm standing there with Greta and she doesn't quite think the same way that I do of like, you know, recklessly spending money for a good
bit.
Yeah, a good bit. And she was like, oh, just get this then. And she got like the $100 bottle of like...
Oh, that's not cheap.
Yeah,
But
but,
I mean, it's no Dom.
It's not that, right? And I was like, you know, okay, yeah, got that. And then I was in the line, and I literally look at Greta and I go, I'm such a cheap piece of shit. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm such a fucking terrible cousin. I'm buying $100 bottle of champagne when I should be buying that. And then I was telling her like all the occasions. I was like, we bought it for this, we bought it for that.
That's what it is. It's not the
that.
money. It's just the fact that we've set the precedent of
What-
this is
what
what we
it
always get.
yeah, yeah.
This is what we always get. And then it was like, oh, this time's not worth that.
And then she was like,
time's not worth
I
that.
think they'll still appreciate it. And I go,
Man, so you were at the liquor store and you second guessed
He
it.
knew.
Yeah,
He knew.
I
Right
knew.
when
Wow.
right when he took it
I
out to me, he was
dude.
like, I'm sorry, I
Wow.
cheaped out.
yeah,
This is-
it was bad.
Like you
It
didn't
was
turn
bad.
back in the liquor
Yeah,
store
right
because
there.
Greta
Just-
might be upset.
We were running late. It was like a shit ton of people there. It was a long
true.
line, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm a piece of shit. I'm gonna cheap out and do this.
If anything, the bottles of Dom are the most convenient thing you can buy at the liquor store because it's right behind the counter too.
Well, don't worry, guys, because I didn't expect anyone to get it for me, so I just went and bought one myself.
I brought my own champagne
Yep.
too.
And then I popped that
Not
bitch,
dumb.
wasted half of it just by spraying it, and that was that. But
It's pretty lit. That actually reminds me when I was kind of a part of the like after party for Micah's proposal. I went to the store to buy meat for burgers and
Somebody say burgers?
burgers. And I just was an idiot and I was looking at the meat and I was like, do I get the lean beef? Do I get the non-lean beef? But for burgers, you're supposed to get the meat with more fat because it sticks together and it tastes good. I got the lean meat and the burgers were dry.
You ruined the party. I remember that.
Yeah, do you remember how
everyone
upset
had a
everyone was?
terrible time?
what's up with
after
these
that.
burgers?
Yeah. No, but
Everything else is
I
great,
remember
but these
biting
burgers.
into it and I go, fuck, I bought the wrong burgers. And then I was like all bummed out of myself for it. But he
No.
never knew until now.
It's all good. I'm happy Ben did that. It made it funny.
It was funny. I'll tell you what, I won't make that mistake again. In the back of my head, I thought maybe one of the other boys bought one. I was like, Ken maybe bought one. Showed up. Ken, what'd you buy him? Oh, I just gave him a firm handshake.
Ken
Alex,
didn't
too.
even.
I walked out the door, said, "Hey, congratulations, guys!" And
He didn't even shake my hand. He just said
walked
congrats.
out the door.
He just set it to the Ring doorbell as
When
he left.
destroyed the toilet.
Dude, I gotta tell just like little proposal story that I thought was so funny. So Sydney's friend of a friend, they got engaged, and they're like cow farmers. And you know, there's some interesting engagements out there. You see, or proposals, I should say. You know, some people do it in public, some people do it totally wrong, totally right, totally huge, totally small. But this couple was cow farmers, and they were like tagging calves. So you know, they punch a little hole through the ear, tag it, and in order to do that, you like put a knee down on the calf and then tag it. And as he's doing that, he pulls the tag up, and the tag says, "Will you marry me?" And then he's like on his knee, and the photo is of him on his knee on a calf.
What the fuck?
Calf's neck, and yeah, the calf.
It's actually kind of awesome.
And
The tag was a nice touch, though.
yeah.
You gotta
So
admit that.
as cow farmers, I bet they love that. Their family's gonna love that. That's funny. But for everyone else, it's like,
What's he doing to that animal? What's he doing to that animal? People that don't know, yeah.
I know, little. If you ask
God
me.
damn it! I was gonna say it, but then I figured you can't.
Jiminy.
So here's something funny that happened the next. So then we celebrate on the 4th of July.
Hardy fellas, like we talk about in this podcast, if you guys need stitches, you have to go to the doctor. But if you have a nagging cold or another ailment that doesn't require the emergency room, ZocDoc is a game changer, because ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment with them online. I really do mean instantly. No more endless hold music or waiting weeks for an available appointment. ZocDoc lets you search over 100,000 doctors, primary care, mental health, dermatology, dental, you name it. Filter by insurance, location, specialty, and even check real patient reviews, and you'll see their actual appointment calendar right there. Pick your time and you're booked. Sometimes you can even score a same-day appointment. So if I needed a doctor, I know that I'm using ZocDoc, and why wait when it's this easy? So please, guys, stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/wide open to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/wide open, ZocDoc.com/wide open. When we were young, we used to dream of being anything, like an astronaut or the president or a prince or princess. But as you get older, dreams change, and you focus less on running the world and more on how you can take your skills and ideas and turn them into something that's real. So instead of dreaming of going to space or owning your own castle, maybe you could start dreaming of owning your own business. You'll need a website, a payment system, a logo, and a way to advertise to new customers. It all can honestly be pretty overwhelming and confusing, but thankfully, that is where today's sponsor, Shopify, comes in. And please never let anyone tell you that your dream is too big, especially because Shopify is here to help make it happen. Shopify has already helped millions of businesses around the world. 10% of all e-commerce in the United States is through Shopify. Shopify's got you from the start with beautiful, ready-to-go templates that match your brand style. And once you get your website ready, Shopify helps you find customers with an easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. Our website, CboysTV.com, is made with Shopify. We love it. Turn your big business into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period and start selling today at Shopify.com/wide-open. Go to Shopify.com/wide-open. That is Shopify.com/wide-open.
Everyone goes home. That Saturday, we go see my family because we haven't like seen them in person yet. And we pull up and, you know, eat breakfast and all this. And my mom's side of the family comes over. So everyone's there and she's like, let's take a picture. So we all go outside and we're on the deck and we're like lined up to take this picture. And my brother goes, what are those? And everyone looks down and there's a pair of women's underwear on the deck. Woman's under like you know, like kind of like not
All
necessarily
up.
super lingerie, but in between. It's a thong.
Not what
They were
Micah had in his
cheeky.
drawer.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
what the
no.
fuck? Like, where did those come from? And I'm thinking like I'm even confused. Alex goes, oh my God, picks them up. Turns out they were in her pant leg from doing laundry, but it fell out when she
Right
was
before
walking. Yeah,
pictures.
because like laundry was in her pants and then it must have fallen out. And then it was pretty funny or whatever. So then we get in the car and she starts telling me this story. She goes, oh my God, just was telling me last week that happened to her at church. I go, holy shit, that happened to her walking down at church? But yeah, I mean, so it happens a lot, but it was super funny.
Yeah, you could drop a dryer sheet out, but instead you drop a.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're just like small, you know, like
Yeah.
they just gets crumpled up.
But so you guys kind of celebrated on the 4th? It go good?
Yeah, you wouldn't
Wasn't
know,
there?
Ryan. Didn't show up.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
you're-
those
you're-
people that actually like celebrating our independence.
I do with
Everyone
my
was
Yeah,
there.
family.
Ryan. We're proud of our country.
No, that's what we celebrated independence, but we shamefully did not celebrate CJ's engagement.
Yeah.
I shot Nikki in the neck with a Roman candle.
On purpose or
independent.
accident?
Nope, accident.
How do you
burned her
manage that?
dress?
How do you manage that?
Well, I was actually
Yeah.
shooting Roman candles at
You
the
had to be-
kids
okay,
that were
okay.
fishing at the end of the dock. So I figured if it went bad enough, they just jump in the lake. So I set the Roman candle on the dock, and I was holding it with my foot. It was just kind of shooting at their feet. And I think there were 8 shots, and I must have thought there were 5. So I took my foot off it. The next shot, flipped it 180 degrees, and Nikki's sitting like 5 feet away, and it just blasts her. Like, Bert, she has like, I don't know, what's like a little dress thing that you wear over your swimsuit, kind of
cover up.
Yeah, real thin material. So that's all like charred and burnt. It like hit her and went up her neck. So she had like all little,
Jesus.
not like a bad burn, but like all kinds of little like sparky.
Oh, I can't imagine her reaction. Evan, what the fuck?
Yeah, she acted like I intentionally did it.
It wasn't my fault. Normally Roman candles only have 5 shots.
So
Dude,
Can't
Roman
blame you for
candles are-
thinking that you did on purpose.
Yeah, that makes sense. You were technically, I mean,
You're
you were
shooting
going to
at
hit
kids.
someone.
yeah, but it was funny. It was like
Those
an
guys
old
get
western.
children.
I was yelling, I'm go dance, dance. You know, and you shoot at their
Yeah.
feet and then they're
That's
jumping
funny,
around.
yeah,
Yeah, it was all good fun.
Yeah.
Dude,
But,
fireworks are just a recipe for disaster because us being an example of like doing crazy shit every single week, right? For these videos, it might be in a different form or fashion, but there's usually a lot of risk involved, right? Most people living their average lives aren't doing risky shit on the daily, right? The riskiest shit you're doing is driving to work maybe in your car. So when you get like people that aren't doing a risky stuff and then fireworks, I feel like it's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, and you throw in a full day of drinking before, so they're
Yeah,
pretty
right.
fearless.
Like things are gonna go wrong.
I say like the people who aren't safe or shouldn't be allowed fireworks are the same people who shouldn't be allowed to own side-by-sides. Kind of goes hand in hand.
Kind of one and the same, honestly.
You know, there's just people that just shouldn't be in like
False confidence, man.
200 horsepower side-by-sides.
There's like a certain length of watching fireworks where it's like cool, and then after a while, it's like, all right, what are we doing here?
We're standing here for like an hour and a half watching them pop.
Yeah.
And then when it does like a little bit more, and you just hear like, oh wow,
When they're just popping and they're really loud and you feel them in the chest like that.
Yeah,
that
the big ones.
That's pretty. There's something about. There's a dopamine release.
I feel like fireworks are just getting like more and more advanced. Now you got like fireworks to music, and it's all like choreographed, right?
Yeah.
It's like just becoming more and more of a production.
Yeah, it is crazy. You're kind of just watching a bunch of bombs blow up in the air, like
Yeah.
in front of you.
When your drunk
Sick.
Uncle Timmy lighting them off, you know, in the driveway.
We went through a firework phase. It's probably good that we stopped because like all of our videos started getting demonetized by YouTube. They didn't like fireworks, so we stopped playing with fireworks kind of. But it was like progressively getting crazier and crazier because our friend Tint would have like M80s on steroids.
Yeah, the
Like
big
they were
frickin'
like coming in like the size of like a toilet paper like roll. It would come in that packed in it with a fuse that was just
blow
long
up
enough for
anything.
you to run away from it really
Hardly.
fast.
Hardly.
But yeah. So like what do we blew up the garbage can in
We started
our
with.
It literally
HOA
went, like,
parking
100
lot.
feet in the air.
And
That
then we
was
blew
lit.
the jet ski up.
Blew
Yep.
the couch up. The
Couch,
couch
the
cushion
cushion
landed on the
ended up-
roof. We found that incredibly satisfying.
We
Yep.
left that cushion up there until the
Yeah.
wind blew it down. Which is
We were
awesome.
so lucky that jet ski didn't break anything. Like that thing went so high, and there was so much stuff that
buildings
it could have
everywhere,
hit.
cars
We
everywhere.
just always were like, fuck it, we'll risk it. Just roll the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything we did was like also in our old shop development that was like an HOA, so it was surrounded by like other shops that people owned. And so like when things went wrong, they were just landing on other people's roofs.
Stuff.
This is what I think we should do. I say we push the limits, and I'm sure this is one been done before. Obviously, in this video, you see it, and two, everyone's had this idea. You get all your mortars, your cakes, your big cakes, whatever you want, more so cakes, and then you just get all your buddies like we have, and you light them off all at once.
Yep.
And
I
I'm-
said
I'm
that
s-
actually.
Dude, it's so satisfying.
When we were watching the fireworks show, me, Ryan,
That's
Randy, I said, what would
We should
what
just
the
light 'em
most
all-
fireworks ever lit off at once was?
When that
okay, that
factory
was
in
sick.
China caught fire. A lot went
Yeah,
off at
yeah.
once.
Oh yeah.
That was like a full blown like
Explosion.
frickin' gas explosion.
I want to
like
do
that is lit.
Yeah,
Do the M80 in the
that-
toilet.
See,
Just-
that is sick. It's like, why waste everyone's time?
Yeah.
Of like, all right, at the end, there's gonna be this huge payoff, and that's what you're waiting for. Well, you might as well just
Give 'em
do
the
it right
payoff.
away. Give them the
That's what
payoff.
I thought.
And
Gavin's theory.
The city of San Diego show just blew off all
Okay.
their fireworks at once.
So they
So that's what it
actually,
would look like.
yep. So they actually did that and probably set a record.
it's
in
like
the process.
daylight.
Not intentionally,
No,
but
not
they did
intentionally. But yeah, look at that. You can't even see anything.
yeah, so there's definitely a sweet spot.
Yeah, exactly.
For my dad to experience, we went to a fireworks show that was like plenty long, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." Like, it's only fun for so long when you're watching. When you're lighting them off, you can pretty much just do it all night. It's pretty fun.
Right.
But when you're the one watching,
I think I'm gonna have fireworks at my wedding, and I want to do it big, very short, and I'm gonna have you guys doing it.
ooh,
That'd be lit.
I would
I'd love to.
love to.
Kevin's like, "Hell yeah, you hear about
Evan's
my
gonna aim it towards the crowd.
Oops,
Dance.
accidentally tipped it over.
I thought they were gonna dance.
Just gonna spice it up a little bit.
I think we have some extras left over. I don't know if
I
your
know. I
venue allows,
wasn't gonna
but
say it. I was like, I was gonna bring fireworks too, but
Are fireworks expensive? I've never bought fireworks.
I haven't either.
Expensive enough that when they go off in like 30 seconds, you're like, damn, that was like $100 in
yeah,
20 seconds.
It's $100 for a firework.
I mean,
like a
well,
good
more-
a good cake is like 130.
More than that.
You can
Yeah.
get some couple cakes that are like 200 something like that.
It's like the classic thing though, where the prices are astronomically high, and then the guy with an eye patch, missing fingers, selling them to you is gonna be, oh, but I'll give them to you
yeah.
40% off.
Oh, there's
So then
always
you're
a
in
deal.
there like
Yeah, it's-
crunching
yeah.
numbers, and you're like, buy two, get one free, and then yeah,
So I was
Yeah,
curious.
you get 3 of them. You get the 4th of the combo. Yeah,
Like,
You can
I
only
got-
buy it for like 2 weeks out of the year.
Ryan, how much do you think that fireworks show cost that we went to?
I know. Actually, I heard
How much?
It was $15,500.
Oh,
That's
I
it?
guess higher.
That
Dude,
was really cheap
Fireworks get
for what it was.
blown out of proportion because
They do.
everybody
Wants to
watches
know.
a show and goes, "Wow, dude, yeah, I heard the Lake Association spent $23,000 on that." And then they go, someone goes, "Yeah, you hear the Lake Association spent 30 grand on these fireworks?" And then someone goes, "Well, 30 grand, that's damn near 50." And then before you know it, the Lake Association spent 150 grand on fireworks.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the DL Beach, they posted in the paper that the DL Beach had a certain amount of
Oh,
fireworks.
actually, it's cool they disclosed that. But yeah, I was wondering if it was like Halloween candy. Like now, can I go in and get fireworks like hella cheap, or do they just?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
If you buy them now, but
bet
you
you
don't
could.
use them till next year, do they go bad?
Well,
Or-
Mike's
Yeah.
gonna use them in 2 weeks.
that was one
That's what
thing
I
I
was
was
wondering.
scared about is my Roman candles I was using. Some of them were like
Ancient.
5-6 years old.
Oh,
for
they're
sure.
blowing out the sides.
No, never had a problem, but I actually set up a couple steel pipes to put the Roman candles in, so I
Smart.
attempt to not lose a hand. I was nervous, but I was like,
Didn't
got to
wanna
do
lose any
something with them.
fingers.
Threw a couple in the campfire too. That's always makes for a fun game of roulette.
I don't know if Roman.
At what point is it a weapon?
Oh, it is.
It
It
is
just
a weapon.
is. Dude, to me, that's what fireworks are fun for, blowing the stuff up or shooting your buddies with the Roman candles. But, I mean, it's cool seeing them go up, but as far as me purchasing them, it's like you'd have to spend so much money to, like, impress your buddies. It's just like, I'll just buy $50 Roman candles and shoot
Yeah.
my buddies rather than try to
You
impress
probably have
them.
more
Yeah.
fun.
Man,
We're
I haven't
kinda-
bought fireworks
I
in a
mean, we've
long
been
time.
talking about fireworks for a while, but kind of back to what you said when we blow stuff up. We've had more fun with, let's say, 20 mortars, 20 total mortars, and some oversized M80s than we've ever had spending or someone else spending
Yeah,
money.
multiple
Like
thousands.
just getting yourself a good mortar, like 3-inch or 2-inch mortar or bigger if you can get it, and like launching like 3 of them off is the most satisfying thing ever. Especially when you put it in something and then explode it.
Think of that guy that spent $15,000 on the fireworks, just like had a party, and then when everyone was leaving, just gave everyone like $500.
I
And
was
it'd be like
saying
the
that to my
equivalent
dad,
of it.
actually.
Like, all right, did you have more fun watching the fireworks, or would you take the $500?
Well, there's
No,
a
I
lot
said it-
more than 30 people there.
If you
I'd
were
imagine
like a-
everyone would take the $500.
A
There's a
big
lot more.
family, you know, like a big family event. If you're like a local, one of the big dogs around here, instead of it, you like auctioned it off to your friends and family, or like there was a drawing where one person walked away with the 10 grand that it cost to throw it. Like, think how lit that would be. Everybody would be vying for a ticket to the party. They'd be bringing you little gifts, hoping for a little extra luck, you know?
Like maybe you should do a raffle system at your wedding.
For or
Just raffle off some money.
raffle money.
Maybe
you
an
should do it, and then,
an
like,
auction.
When you
for
pay
your
them, you
stuff.
should just pull your wallet out and like give them money out of your wallet to make
Wow.
it feel
That'd be
really
sick.
weird. It's like, you know, it's different when you get it right out of their wallet.
That
Feel
would be
good
pretty-
about this?
Yeah, congrats.
That would be pretty funny to raffle off money.
Well, have you seen the things where people will do auctions for like which table gets seat first and stuff like
I
that?
have, yeah, that's a good idea.
Give away a pit bike.
When we hit like
Do it.
pouring beer into it.
Give away a pit bike at your wedding, Mike.
Yeah, sell a raffle or something.
Get that drift car BMW you're trying to get rid of.
There you go.
Oh, come on now. What, are they
That's
going to have
just a
to
piece of
push it
shit.
out of the fucking
Yeah,
driveway,
I
too?
just show. By the way, turd, get entered.
No one enters.
Yeah, literally. I have 211 guests.
211. You each get them to buy a $1,000 ticket. You can
$1,000.
You can give away a Lambo.
Oh, yeah. Give away a Lambo, Mike.
Yeah, you could. And just say none of the profits are going to me. It's just
There
literally.
is no profit.
Yeah. Well, wait.
I'm going to just do something awesome here.
$1,000 entry. That's insane, though. That's insane. That's a lot of money.
I saw this thing at the county fair when I was a kid where they had a car where there was a few cars and you pay like $5 and you got to hit it 3 times with a sledgehammer. You should do that with the BMW
Yes.
at your wedding.
Dude,
Dude, there we go.
Yeah.
I just texted.
Recoup some of your costs,
That's
Mike.
actually
You could
pretty
probably
good.
make more than it's worth
Yeah.
smashing it with a mallet.
I would charge more for the first couple hits because breaking the windows.
That's
Like,
fun.
that's
Yeah.
that's the
It's
most
actually a
fun part.
good idea. We got a bunch of good ideas flowing right now.
I love it.
Like, these are all good ideas. I might save that one for my wedding.
That's good. He's writing, give pit bike away at wedding."
Guys, let's be honest. Finding the right therapist can feel like a full-time job. There's the calls, the wait lists, and the do they even take my insurance question. It's a struggle. It's a lot, and that is where Rula steps in. Rula helps you find someone who fits your needs, your preferences, and yes, your insurance. We're talking about personalized care, true support at every step, and therapists that are actually vetted for quality. Whether you need to talk therapy, medication support, or just don't know where to begin, Rula meets you where you are and gets you where you want to be. And the price is great too, as low as $15 a session with insurance, and that's therapy that doesn't mess with your mental health or your wallet. If I need online therapy session, I will be heading to Rula, and thousands have already trusted Rula to support them on their journey towards improved mental health and overall well-being. Head on over to rula.com/wideopen to get started today. After you sign up, they're going to ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that our show sent you the Life Wide Open podcast. So go to rula.com/wideopen and take the first step towards better mental health today. You deserve quality care from someone who cares. Thanks, Rula. If you're running a business, you got to get your money. Square makes it easy to take payments, manage inventory, run payroll, send invoices, and track it all from one place. And right now, listeners can get up to $200 off of Square hardware when you sign up at square.com/go/wideopen. That's SQUARE.com/go/wideopen. Visit Square to get started because the right tools make all of the difference. Square is the platform behind the scenes of so many businesses that you already love. I actually love going to my local coffee truck because the service is fast and I can use tap to pay on their screen, add the tip right there without having to sign a receipt or even pull out my credit card. And if you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/wideopen. That's SQUARE.com/go/wideopen. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today. Speaking of the weddings, it's been a tough situation for Alondra and I think it's harder for girls. But now that everybody's getting engaged, obviously Alondra's like, damn, we're the last one not engaged. So I've been, trying to up my game and trying to be.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm just trying to show that I'm making an effort, So she doesn't feel like I don't care about her, right?
That's fair. To your defense, you have been dating the least amount of time, though.
Exactly. So anyway, I sent her flowers today, and then I put a little card on it that said, hey, get ready for this date tonight, your secret admirer, trying to I do whatever. No, because then I'm going to just pick her up, and we're going to go on this date, and, it's be funny, right? I'm just trying to be funny, which I'm not. So anyway, I just get a text from her. I've been waiting for her to get these flowers all day. She goes, LOL, she works in marketing. LOL, I kind of got mad at the Pinterest team yesterday and they sent me flowers. Sends a picture of the flowers. I go, weird. Is there a card? She goes, Oh wait, it's from the team I work at with Pinterest. They sent them to me.
Doubles down that
Yeah.
they weren't from you.
Yeah. Now she goes, oh wait, it's from you.
Oh,
That's funny.
good. That
But
is
I'm just
funny.
like, damn it.
Oh,
I
wait,
just got that
hold
text.
on.
Pretty funny.
I think I have a stalker.
Or maybe she wouldn't show you at all because it said secret admirer.
Admirer,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
that would be the biggest.
You come
concern.
home,
Red
all the
flag.
flowers are gone. Didn't get anything today? No, nothing.
Yeah.
I like look at my email. It's confirmed.
They have a picture of it on your front. doorstep.
Yeah, must have been delivered to the wrong doorstep. Signed by.
We got airbags now. Ben, you were actually Evan. I don't peer pressure many people, but I regret not peer pressuring you that day.
No, it was like Spenny was on a mission to do a backflip on a pit bike, and I just wanted to session the airbag. So I figured there was no reason to do it in like that small window we
Yeah,
had.
you kept saying that. I don't want to jam you up, but like we were just standing around. I just regret not peer pressuring you, but I know
we
you're
can
gonna
go. Want to go Reddit right after this?
Sure.
All right.
I know that you are gonna do it. So, but we got airbags at the compound, and then Spenny, he hit it one time on the BMX, and then was like, "Yep, I'm good for flips." Threw like 10 more flips after that. The next day, threw another 10, and then did it on the pit bike.
It is sick. Congrats on the airbag, Mike.
Thanks, bro. And then I did a backflip on a BMX. Nothing to write home about, but
Still sick.
I've never been upside down successfully besides in the pond that one time. So it's just fun. And I said this in the video too, like it opens up a lot of possibilities for what you can do and what you like hopefully can learn. And it also does open up a lot of possibilities to get hurt. Because like without the airbag, you wouldn't be upside down really at all.
The airbag is just, I still think it's a little bit of false security, honestly. Like it's, 10 times softer than the ground, but I still think water or a foam pit is much more forgiving than the airbag.
I'd agree.
Like just watching, I think it was one time Spenny like lost control of the bike, and it was like, okay, if the bike didn't go a little to the left and he went a little right, it would have still hurt super bad having that land on you.
I still think landing head first onto this airbag is gonna. You'd
Yeah, not
rather
be good.
be into a foam pit or clear water for sure.
Yeah.
Water's gonna be the most forgiving.
But water is just so much more work. You're dealing with a wet bike. You're all wet every hit, you know. Like this, we get a dry running. We dealt with, the bag was probably like, 125 degrees, baking in the sun. But
The thing with the bag though is you have the square bag, but then you have the landing, so you can roll out and actually land it.
yeah,
You know?
the landing airbag scares me more than anything, because the big square one that we got, you just land in the middle of, and you know things can go wrong, but chilling. You just land in the middle of it. But the angled one, if you like happen to land on the top and bounce to the bottom, and this one's not even that big. Like if you bounce from the top to the ground,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
that
be
would
bad.
hurt.
Because what is it? 10 feet tall is the big one.
yeah, and then the
8
other
foot
bag is 8
landing.
foot.
Yeah.
Did you end up hitting a flip, Ev?
I went for one the night before when we set it up, and probably should have hit the ramp a couple times, like Mike and
Went
Spenny
right
did.
for it.
But I went straight for the backflip, and I was used to doing it off a ramp with no pop, and this ramp is literally a quarter pipe. So I like
You
set
just
myself
yeeted
into
his bike.
Dude, my bike went like 10 feet backwards. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not. Oh, whatever. Just
Kind of like he
didn't work
he like
at all.
flailed into the bag, and then we had enough time to go, oh, that's probably not good for the bike.
Yeah, like I had landed on my head, composed myself enough to hear my bike
Yeah.
landing and then getting throttled.
Yeah.
You think you're working with like a backflip block right now?
No,
No,
I don't really get that.
I had it for a long time.
really.
Yeah. I used to backflip, obviously on the tramp. I was trying to do it like on the ground and stuff, or
Oh,
like
yeah,
a,
that's
like
right. You
the
did go through a
tree
little phase.
backflip,
On a wakeboard.
wakeboard backflips, skiing backflips, and then
Backflip on a ski?
Two skis.
snow ski.
Oh, sorry. I was like water skiing. I was like, how the fuck do you do a backflip? My bad. My bad.
And then
Be sick though. We should look into that.
I can't remember. Something just happened where then you get afraid
Well, you
of
get a s-
going
it's a
upside
sketch
down,
one.
and then you just lose everything. Like
Yeah.
it's like
One sketch
the
backflip.
million times that you've done it out the window, and you forget how it's done.
Who actually has a pretty surprising backflip is CJ. You got a good rotation of a backflip on a trampoline. Sorry to like say
oh, yeah.
surprising, but like, I don't know. You're not really built like a gymnast, you know? So like for
No.
you to run up on a trampoline, just
Dude,
rip.
I used to do a lot of backflips back in the day.
Yeah.
I could backflip a wakeboard easier than like jumping a wave almost, just because it
Oh yeah.
almost would just kick you into it. But yeah, I spend a lot of time on a trampoline. I could still rip a backflip on a trampoline, but we don't have one.
for good reason.
That's not that.
Well,
cool, though.
yeah. Last time, the tramp had to go down the road when my girlfriend was doing front flips.
Yeah, she landed on the side of it.
Landed a little front heavy,
In the springs.
landed front heavy, and then
Hit the
rocketed
edge.
forward, and then hit her nose on the ring, and it was so bad. It was so bad, like broken nose, like
Surgery.
straight into the hospital, black eyes, swollen face.
Looked like a
Oh,
raccoon.
so bad.
Uh,
It was before you were around, Ev. We had the trampoline
Inside.
inside at our old shop.
no net or anything, just indoors. In
We
the
were
middle
just
of,
like,
February.
This is the greatest thing
We had
ever.
three garage bays, give or take, and the trampoline took up 2 of them, and the hot tub took up the other.
yeah.
That was a wild time in our old shop.
Like when we had the tramp, though, it was the tramp and the hot tub inside, and we were just like, why did we not do this the second we moved in?
I don't know. When I first started here, there was still a trampoline in the
Yeah,
The
it was-
yard.
in the back lawn, but
Yes,
the wind
right.
took it and tossed it up
Shucked
into the
it.
pine trees.
It did, and we just left it there for like 3 months. It's just
crumpled up.
crumpled up.
The most use I got was when I was dragging it 20 feet over so I could mow where it was sitting.
We use it for. We took some corny ass merch photos on it once.
Dude, I watched a crazy YouTube video the other day. It was our buddy OG Shoffin that we met at Rednecks with Paychecks. And it was him progressively getting more and more drunk and trying to drive around this racetrack.
Dude, Jake just hit me with that idea like 2 weeks ago, and this guy did it?
Yeah.
I think he did it a while
Unbelievable.
ago.
Maybe
Really?
Jake was ripping him off.
I don't know though. Like I watched it. It was wild actually. Like he's a really, really good driver, good wheelman, and like he could barely drive around the track.
Is he a lightweight though?
No, he drank like an insane amount.
Was he drifting or just trying to like run a fast line?
He was just trying to run a fast line.
It sounds really fun.
But he was like spinning out, like almost drifting into the wall, like ending up backwards on the track multiple times.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How hard would it be to
Can't be
find a
drinking
track
and
to
driving.
let
Dude,
you
that's
do
what I
that?
was wondering. Like what track is letting this happen?
That's awesome actually though.
I don't know if it's like a European thing that they're just more laxed over there, but
or if there's like dollars talk.
yeah, I mean, I'd imagine either way you got to rent it out, but still.
So how'd it go? Like what happened to him? What'd he do?
Oh, like he just got hammered at the end and like he could literally barely drive around the track.
He got
Was someone
hammered.
riding with him? Because that would be
Yeah.
the terrifying
Yeah,
part.
someone was
The
riding with him,
cameraman.
filming.
and he was like, "I am never hopping in a car with you again." I guess if you're that hammered.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah, he got wasted, and then someone literally did hand him the keys.
That's actually cool to see because normally, like when they do the drinking and driving simulators, it's like, you know, the goggles with Vaseline on them or like a mirror in it so you can't really see. But that is like true, a solid driver showing how much you just like
Yeah.
can't control the car.
I was pretty surprised too that like YouTube would, I guess, like let that be. Like you'd think that they wouldn't want to promote drinking
Yeah.
and driving in
I thought
any
the same thing.
form or fashion, but it was a good video too. But I've been trying to watch and consume more YouTube and Instagram and like TikTok and things, just keep my knife sharp, keep honed in. The amount of AI videos that I've been getting recommended is insane. I don't know if you guys have
Even
been
on
getting
YouTube
those.
or on TikTok.
YouTube is like straight AI thumbnails now,
Oh,
where that's
I
like
have
all I
noticed that.
see. On TikTok and Instagram, my algorithm is just like, I'm just like in the AI algorithm, and most of them are like the gorilla AI
Yeah, I would say the
videos.
gorilla.
Those
yeah.
are funny.
But like half of them are ads, and I still
What?
watch them. Yeah, because like you can just like
Damn, they're
if,
coming for my job.
if you're like a car dealership, like you could make like a gorilla AI
Talking
video,
about- yeah.
talking about that, and you just make it savage enough and funny
Yeah.
enough. It's like even though it's an ad, you're still gonna like watch it the same.
That's what I mean. I do find just about the gorilla ones, like you can create a character to say like some savage shit, and it's not connected to a real person who has friends and family. So like you can say like
They're
so much. I'm not saying
uncancelable.
I'm not saying to just like
What you could do is
have
make
have
another
your
AI gorilla.
yeah have your only comedy be like cancelable
Yeah.
jokes and stuff. But like you can get away with so much
You can
more.
offend people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so where are they making these videos? Because I'm an avid user of AI.
Google VO3 or something.
Yeah, before you used to have to kind of send it, you would have to get your AI voice from somewhere. You'd have to get your AI video from somewhere. You might have to send it through another AI video thing. But now it's getting to the point where you just like prompt VO3.
Yeah, and it just happens that fast. But I tried it for like the Mike's Viper thing, and it is actually more difficult. Like it was hard for me to get something that came out that was even slightly good.
Yeah, I've noticed with AI that like if you're trying to generate an image, it's not nearly as accurate, at least with the Chat GPT stuff, as like if you just ask it like a information based question.
Or when people are cranking out like, oh, you made that on ChatGPT, but then what they don't say is that it took them 7 tries to get to that image.
Yeah, or they spent a ton of time on the prompt, like because you can search in ChatGPT like other images people have created, and then when you click on like what they typed in to create it, and it's literally a book this long worth of like super descriptive information, you're like, oh, it's not as easy. But have you seen people have been doing it with Cleat?
Oh,
Cleat,
yeah, with the giraffe.
Cleat's a giraffe, and then squirrel, or George is a squirrel.
Yeah, I've been seeing
Pretty
those
funny.
too. It is funny. Someone just did it with Evan.
Really?
Yeah. Let me pop it up.
I'm gonna say they should make us like characters. Like
I don't like where this is
like
going.
your
Evan, you're gonna
cheeseburger.
I
hate
just
it.
saw this yesterday.
Are you talking about the one where he's
Yeah.
singing?
Wait, so this is AI? I swear I saw him do this right after the cake smash.
What the fuck? I don't even know if I hate it. It's really stupid.
Do you know what that song's from?
No.
Willy Wonka.
In the
Chocolate
chocolate factory.
Maybe I didn't hear it right. Me and Mike did a little pull tab run last night.
Yeah, it was quality time. Went into Zorba's with one goal to play pull tabs with Evan. Walked out $340 richer.
Wow.
Pulled
I
two
can't
500s.
say that me and Evan have the same success.
It was like, that's how you want it to go. But it was weird. We just were like, yeah, should we put our, little bit of that winnings in this and then the next winnings in that? There's not much to it, but we were just like freaking dapping it up. We're like, this is going extremely well for us.
Did you guys see the video of the General Lee jumping that fountain?
Yes.
Yeah,
in
that's
that
crazy.
town?
Flat?
Yeah, to flat.
The camera guy was seconds
yeah,
away from getting
that-
hit.
Oh yeah, that too.
He actually really was close.
The camera guy must be related to Dalton. He loves being seconds away from.
Dude, the amount of General Lees they're Dodge Chargers, right? That have been jumped to flat is a lot of them.
That one was like some other kind of car, just in a body kit, but like
then
it
that's
was
how
very
it's getting
close.
to be.
Either
like,
way,
that's gotta hurt. And then look
either
at the
way,
camera
there
guy.
was-
He's like, oh fuck.
Dude, he barely.
To be fair,
he could have left his camera and got out of the way fast.
Dude, look how quick that guy in the jean shorts is running.
it is a slam, dude.
Yeah, it was a hard jump.
How did they get this
dude.
pass with the city?
I feel like Evan could handle that.
Oh yeah, Ev could eat that.
Yeah,
Actually looks like a downhill landing from this angle.
but also the guy in the car is probably like, "Yep, I've done this, 39 times."
So they installed that fountain and this to celebrate they did that?
I think it was like some
What
kind
makes
of.
you assume that?
I mean, when you install a fountain in a roundabout, the next inevitable thing is to jump something
Dukes
through
of
it.
Hazzard.
Whether it's an Evil Knievel.
Well, we might think that way. I'm not sure
Amish,
if that's
but-
how like the town normally would think. I bet there's
Wouldn't a-
plenty of fountains that haven't been jumped out there.
How many General Lees are out there?
There's one in north side of DL.
Well, are we talking true?
No, I'm talking about
or-
like true General Lees.
Well, I saw a thing. It was one of the Vin wikis. I think they did that, but there were like over 100 that were used for the show because obviously they cook them all the time. So they're
Right.
obviously the
But when they were
good-looking
doing
ones
the
and they were the
show-
stunt ones, but they were constantly like having to.
But when they were doing the show, those were all like legit, like Dodge Chargers, no body kit.
Yeah, but I mean, there was only a few that were like really nice, and then the rest were just like.
They were toasted by the end of the shoot.
Well, yeah, but they also weren't like fully tricked out to be as nice as like the.
Right.
Yeah, like the one that you're seen driving in and stuff like that.
When's the last time that like a genuine General Lee sold that was like used in the show? Like how about Joe Dirt's Daytona that we saw at Sturgis?
Sturgis, yeah.
Gas monkey.
Yeah,
How much did that sell for?
400?
Oh my gosh.
300 something?
I think it was like.
I thought it was more than that.
I thought it was right around $500,000.
Yeah,
Like, that's a $500,000 car.
500.
So only 17 of the General Lees that were used in the shoot are still like in existence.
That's pretty
And
cool.
The most recent article I can see, one came up for auction in 2018, but I can't find a price.
And it
Oh,
was
225,000.
Oh,
Dang.
a
Was it-
steal compared to the Joe Dirt at 330K.
But also 225,000 for something that there are 17 of.
It's pretty good.
There's only one Joe Dirt rig.
So hold on, that one wasn't destroyed or it was never jumped?
Like the 17 cars like survived, like they weren't totaled in the shoot. Like they made it out just fine.
And how many
afterwards.
did they total?
Between 250 and 350 cars were.
Oh, more than I
There's
thought.
a few different numbers, but yeah,
Destroyed.
used in production. So
Holy.
only 17 are still in existence.
Wow. They had a worse ratio than we do.
Fast and Furious
Yeah,
didn't
but
even
like
beat them.
how many years did the show run? It was like a series, and like every episode had at least
Had a jump.
send.
Yeah.
Did they have like one main stuntman? Like who was doing these jumps?
Fuck, that would be my dream
I'm sure
job.
they had so many.
That
That would be your dream
you
job?
are living.
well,
No
yeah,
fame, no anything, just
but they're-
doing the jump.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy was probably just chilling the whole time, drinking a couple beers. All right, time to jump the abandoned bridge. just
Hey,
send it.
we're
walk
gonna
up.
we're gonna film episode 6's jump today too. If you want to knock that out, yeah, a couple more.
Can I have
beers.
twice as many beers?
Our buddy was getting a rope out from our boat at the sandbar the other day and sliced his hand open, and CJ had to bring him to the ER.
Yeah, that was on the 4th of July.
Because what was like the prop was just that sharp, or he was.
CJ revved it up, right?
Oh, yeah.
You pull and I'll spin the
Yeah.
prop. And
Yeah. No, basically it was just so wavy. We had 3 anchors and the boat was shifting back and forth, and it must have somehow shifted over enough to then just lightly loop the anchor underneath it. And there was so much going on. I didn't pull that anchor up, so I also don't know who did. So they might have pulled it the wrong way, which then even looped it more, or could have originally looped it. But then there was literally like 6 drunk dudes fighting over who gets to hold the rope, like literally. And then I just come to the back of the boat, hey, just one person. What? I said it literally 7 times when they were just fighting over the rope. And then they're all like swimming under. One guy smacks his fucking nose on the, I don't know, something down there. He comes up bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
And then he said that he was undoing it, and then someone pulled the rope tight, and then it basically shoved his hand up into the prop.
Oh my
And that's how he
gosh.
cut it then, because he cut it up here. So someone pulled on it.
Yeah.
Like like it was literally like zombies, just like. And I'm
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm
Just
relatively sober, sitting here like, hi, yeah, trying to get a hold of everyone, but also like keep it. It was just, standard stuff. But yeah, then I brought him to the hospital after he bled for 5 hours at the house.
Your fiance put a bandage on his hand, thought it was fine for like an hour, and then
Bled through that.
somebody finally looks at him. He's just got blood all over where he was sitting. It was
Then we got him
absolute
another
mess.
one. Then we gave him a beach towel. He bled through that. Then after he got
It's like
like a
you
puddle
have
on the
to-
couch, it was like
You're
this
like,
big of a
alright.
puddle. Like, all right, we're taking it to the ER.
Did he put up a pretty good fight?
He did not want to go to the ER.
I can imagine he
Yeah.
would.
He's a pretty tough guy too, you know.
He did not want to go to
If
the ER. But
farm boy, he
Farmer,
ain't
hunter,
going to
he
the
was
ER.
like, yeah, I don't need to go to the ER.
I was like, bro, you're gonna bleed out you're losing a fair amount of blood, and you're bleeding all over the house. So like, I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, I wish I had some super glue. I would have tried super gluing it.
There was so much blood. I think
5.
that we'll just push the super glue straight out.
Yeah,
Good,
it was
yeah.
5 stitches, so not too bad. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
You guys ever done that? We super glued Cody's headshot once.
When was that?
He was rolling around on the hoverboard, and then he bonked his head on the hammer slogging table because he was crouched down like a little.
oh yeah,
Gremlin.
back when we used to have hammer slogging in the shop.
and he went backwards into
Yeah.
it, didn't he?
He like zoomed backwards into it, cracked his head open, and we just super glued it. We were drunk.
Did it work?
It worked. It worked, and I've seen it work more than that's the only time I've done it to someone. But like it does work.
What a scary place to be on 4th of July, though. Was it?
The
It
hospital,
was
yeah.
pretty
Packed.
busy.
It was,
Was it?
packed.
I
So
bet.
like, I just basically brought them there, and I was like, this is either gonna be a quick thing,
Or you'll
or
be
it's
here the
gonna
rest of the
be
night.
you're gonna be here all night. They were there for like 5 hours.
No, did you talk with them and you were able to go home?
Yeah, they just told me like go home, like even if it's gonna take 10 minutes, we're gonna just have someone pick us up.
Oh, there you go. Because they both live in DL.
Yeah, so it worked out good.
What do you think they did when he was sitting there, like bleeding out? Like when you're at the ER and you're waiting for 5 hours.
Well,
You
if it
think
was
they-
us. We just made jokes and laughed.
Yeah, I was like, we
Yeah,
just-
I mean we've been in that situation
No, but
many
you,
a
do they
times.
come out and like stop it from bleeding?
I don't know. It wasn't that bad.
in my experience, I was in that exact situation, and they were icing me out there. Like, I'm filling out like paperwork, and I'm holding a towel. I'm bleeding out my forearm, which ended up being like a 6-stitch wound, and I had a towel on it. And after over an hour goes by, the secretary kind of like peeks over her desk and like realized how bad it was bleeding, and then they like rushed it along. But maybe there is some level, and they deem that I wasn't like needing immediate attention. I was just sitting there chilling, and then but
So
they
if
didn't
you
do
go
anything.
in there, make sure you're bleeding.
Yeah,
You just
I
walk
mean,
in
but
there
yeah.
just bleeding out. onto the floor and shit. Then they'll take you right back.
Yeah, but they didn't like
leave your
offer a towel.
leave your
or
arm
nothing.
on the table when you're filling it out.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a little
freaking-
puddle. Yeah, that's what happened when I went in for my appendix, and like they didn't know exactly what was going on, so you go in for a CT scan for them to look and see if your appendix is like inflamed. And as soon as I got in there, before they brought me back for the CT scan, like sirens were going off and like doors were slamming, and I was like, oh, this doesn't sound good.
Hopefully the same
I'm
for
in
me.
so much fucking pain right now. And they like, after like all these, doors start slamming, nurse comes in and was like, oh, we just had an accident that we got to tend to. So we'll be in like when we can. And I think I was in the room waiting for him for 4 hours
Oh,
or something.
I mean, obviously someone
something
needed more help
crazy.
than
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
but-
exactly. They did. And they brought me in after like 4 hours of waiting in this room, scanned my appendix, and then they rushed me into surgery like 3 minutes later because they were like, your appendix is about to burst. We have to do it immediately. Like every minute that goes by is like it could burst. And then they like sent me into surgery, and I was like, oh, thank God it didn't burst. Otherwise, I would have been really pissed waiting in the
Yeah,
freaking
I'm
ER.
sitting in the
Yeah.
fucking lobby.
What would have happened? if it
No, it's
burst?
just really bad, isn't it?
No,
More-
you
even
get a
more
really,
pain.
really bad infection because it's basically like your appendix
Whole
is like
inside.
holding all this,
Infection.
Infection,
infection.
shrapnel all over.
Breaks out on your insides, and they have to like drain it, and it's pretty gnarly.
Let's change the
Good.
subject.
All right.
Getting all woozy.
Yeah, dude, I don't like the hospital, the doctors, and that whole situation freaks me out.
I hate it.
Internal stuff has always made me scared. It's just like serious, and sometimes you don't know what's going on, and then it's usually really bad when it happens. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a good place to be. Shout out to all the nurses and doctors in the ER that have to deal with that stuff.
It's like those nurses that were here for Gavin's big stunt.
Yeah,
Like it's a good thing they were here.
yeah, they checked him over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You watch a video and see how thoroughly they checked
Yeah,
them
they
over.
Yeah,
checked him
so,
over
like,
good.
You're good.
he was smart. Gavin's always thinking. That's the thing about him is he's thinking ahead, and he realized he's about to do a big stunt, and there happened to be two nurses that he was macking on at the bar.
I wish he could have saw it because he really didn't. It was me and Spenny that brought them back for his own good.
Okay,
Gavin had no chance.
so you and Spenny
On
invited them
Gavin's
back.
behalf, we're just like, Gav, they're coming. They're here for you. And I mean, we kind of just lined it all up for him.
Okay, so
Well-
you were wheeling the chicks.
No. Gavin was trying and failing, and we're like, we got to get out of here. He's about to do the craziest stunt you've ever seen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We like hyped it up because he was all hot and bothered and flustered, and two nice ladies. He didn't know how to behave himself,
Right.
and yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. Was when I showed up and they were there. I met them at the bar. They're nurses though. So, anyways, after
explains it.
he bodied the ramp, I saw the way they checked him over, and yeah, it was thorough.
That night we went and grabbed dinner at Zorba's, and then Gavin was like, all right, I'm gonna invite those girls back over. So Gavin calls them up. Hey, yeah, come to Zorba's, we're just hanging out. They show up, walk inside, and I was like, all right, I think we're rolling out, Gav. What's your plan? Gav's like, I'm coming with. Didn't want to be left behind. So we hop in the Sprinter and we're rolling into town, and then Gav gets a call from these girls that he invited over.
Why didn't he just bring them with?
Dude, I think he was just short circuiting. He didn't
Didn't
like
think of
Evan
it.
said, like he didn't know like how to handle
We
them.
were all standing there. Like, I was with my girlfriend, and Jake was there with his girlfriend, and those two chicks were sitting there, and the Sprinter van pulled up, but Gavin was still inside. He literally looks at us and goes, I'll be right back. Runs out, jumps in the Sprinter, and the girl's like, he just left.
And he did. So she called him, and boy did she give Gavin a piece of her mind. I mean,
Did
kind
she
of
really?
rightfully so. I
Yeah,
mean, he
she
did
did.
he invited him over and then
then
just
dipped
dipped
on him.
out on him.
But she
and she was like, "You're like such
Pull
a
up the
pussy, like you invite girls over and then you don't even have the balls to like say goodbye. Like, I'll be right back in my ass." And then she just goes, "We even came and watched your stupid ass little stunt."
They called it a little stunt. That was what I thought was funny. And then I think she even
And
said
Gavin's
something like,
just like,
"You're not even a real redneck." Did you save it? I'm pretty sure she said, "You're not even a real redneck." Which I was like, does this girl watch him online? Like, how does she know this shit?
It actually wasn't me. I forgot to ask. There is the off chance that Jake could have been in her ear, but I don't know. It might have been 100% her.
It seemed pretty
Hear
genuine.
It. Let me hear it.
If
God,
she hit him
he
with a
was-
fake redneck, though, you'd think that might have.
Did they say anything about the Lulu, or is it just kind of?
I think they did.
What? Open up your ears, like clean the count of your ears. Fucking heard me.
We're going to Zorba's in DL if you want to meet us there. What did you think about my stunt though? It was pretty sick, right?
No, it was fucking lame. I couldn't.
No, you couldn't have. Cody, shut up.
I could
No, you couldn't have.
easily.
Where's?
No, I find it very unmanly.
What do you mean,
Fight us.
Daisha? Cody was the one that told me that I had to leave right away.
You're so full of fucking shit. I can smell it from here. That's Pelican Zorbas, not DL Zorbas.
I thought you were coming to DL. Oh my goodness.
You're not even a fucking redneck. You were Lululemon.
Are you a redneck?
No. I don't wear Lululemon.
Don't give me a hard time. Okay. Let's hang out later.
No.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think so. Let me check the time. Absolutely not.
Okay. Tell I said hi.
That was funny.
Let's hang out later. No. Okay.
It's all right. Gavin
See?
will find another heavy.
When he gets back here, we're gonna have to get him and Dalton on to squash the beef.
Yeah. So what happened?
I don't know. Apparently they're beefing.
Maybe they'll have
so
to yap
Gavin
about it.
Gavin had a meltdown because Dalton shot a little roost on him. It turned into an hour screaming match
Oh my god.
what
with
was
3
happening?
people telling Gavin to chill. It's fine. Nope, he was not gonna chill. Can I say they were naked?
Spenny? Yeah, I was like,
Okay, so
Spenny.
okay, I'll have to send this. I'll have to send this clip. We can put some little blurries. Dalton and Spenny are naked on their dirt bikes, chasing. Gavin's on a 3-wheeler. This is like over a minute long clip, and they're just chasing him around, trying
Why?
to spray him with mud.
Why?
Well, they wanted Gavin to get naked and hit the ramp. Also, they're hitting the
what
freestyle
purpose,
ramp
though?
naked.
What the hell were you guys doing?
Just for the
out
love
there?
of the game.
What was the whole point of being naked though during all this?
Or
Have you
the
ever-
love of the game.
I mean, because like it's just adding a little risk, like crashing on a dirt bike sucks, but like do it naked.
So those
Even
two
worse.
chasing Gavin around the field.
Betty told me that they cornered him eventually and then roosted the shit out of him.
Yeah, he kept going and he finally just ran himself into a corner. It was so priceless. Like up against the old limo and the tabletops
Yeah.
here, and then a barbed wire fence. Like
Yeah.
he just boxed himself in. Just 2 naked boys spraying
cow.
you with mud.
Then what? What did he do? He was just pissed.
Well, they sprayed him a little bit and then just laughed and rode off and hit some more jumps. And I still thought everything was fine at this point. And then Gavin, I don't know why he focused in on Dalton so much because Spenny was also doing the same thing. But
Well, I think he likes Spenny.
yeah,
He doesn't like Dalton.
yeah, he just said he hates Dalton.
Yeah, he does not like
Said a
Dalton.
lot of bad words about him.
Like what? Like what? So he was actually pissed? I've never seen him actually.
The only comparable time was when Dalton shit down his pipe.
That was
exhaust pipe?
What about when
yeah.
he took the picture of him in the shower? at
Okay,
that
yeah,
Airbnb?
or
was-
that one, yeah.
That.
So what did he say to him?
He just literally just kept saying, Dalton's a piece of shit. I hate you. Called
his
him
face?
some, but screamed it loud enough so that like the whole county could probably hear. And everyone's just like, dude, just chill. And he just kept going on and on and on. And then finally we left the track and he gets back here and he starts doing it again. And then the funny part is Gavin sat down with me later and then sat down with Spenny, like all of us individually goes, so did you think I was out of line? We're like, yeah, you were. Well, I mean, I had to say something. I go, yeah, maybe once, maybe twice, but not an hour straight.
ordeal.
Just broken record repeat.
I think there was more to it than that. That's why I think we got to get him on the pod,
Yeah.
squash the beef. I think it was a big culmination of the whole weekend coming down on Gav all at once, but
I'm intrigued to hear
too.
both sides
I
of the
haven't
story.
really dug into it very deep. I kind of heard a little bit from Dalton's side, a little bit from Gavin's side, but when Gav's back in town,
He comes back at the end of the week, right?
2 weeks. Yeah, but Gav's
I
not
think he'd
too
like to
hard.
pretend it never happened. Honestly, did
Oh,
you want
really?
it to? Well, I mean, you
I
got
love
chased
bringing it
around naked or by two naked guys.
I don't know. I feel like he's more in like the non-weird side of the story than Dalton.
I don't
But
know.
you
It's
did get
pretty
him
weird
naked?
getting chased by two naked
But
guys.
he
on
didn't choose
motorcycles.
that.
I'd probably
No, but
drive
it's still-
away too. If
Yeah,
I was,
I think I would.
I think it's more weird for Dalton and Spenny that they were doing that together.
I think
Was it weird that I was filming it?
I still think the funniest part is like getting cornered. Can you imagine driving around our track and then somehow finding?
Well, you're on a three-wheeler.
Dead
It's
end.
easy to do.
That's like
I mean,
every.
He wasn't not nearly as mobile.
easier, but
It's like every horror movie ever or whatever. You're running, and either you roll your ankle and fall, or you get cornered, or the
Dude.
door's locked, and you're just, oh no.
that's just how those three-wheeler guys got treated. You know, once dirt bikes came out,
They're kind of like the scooter kids at the skate park. When you pull up to the moto track on a three-wheeler, it kind of everyone gangs up on you.
Gav probably felt like his ancestors.
Forefathers freaking getting bullied.
bullied off the land.
Oh my god.
was that a wrap?
Tune in next week when Gavin and Dalton squash the beef, I guess.
Yeah, we can hear a little
great.
bit more of this story. If you guys made it to this point in the podcast, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next week. We make a podcast every Tuesday.
Have a good one.